Hello everyone, Mipa here, trying to make your Monday a little better and maybe even something to look forward to. Here we have another speed paint. I believe I'm going to be calling this not a tutorial because for this video I really wanted to try to follow. I knew what the name was, where'd it go? That the line of composition or something like that. Line of movement. Something. It'll be in the title, or editing me will put what it's called here. Here it is. I want to use that. And for that usually includes that there is a certain part of the drawing where your eye is drawn to, and then like a certain path that your eyes would follow to look at the image. And being able to plan and predict that is something I have never really been able to do. But for this drawing, I'm trying it out. So, if you saw at the start, I did a little circle in the corner, which is where I wanted the eyes to first be drawn to, and then the rest of the line that came off of it, whatever the line's called, editing me, you know what it is probably. Power of Google. I wanted the eyesight to probably follow that line, and it also kind of gave me a direction to go with the drawing. So that was something I was trying to focus on, both in colors and textures. I didn't do much textures. Colors. Colors, saturation maybe. Stuff like that. So as you can see, the character that is in this drawing, they pretty much are a lot of just brown colors. But then for the little diamond shapes where I want the eyes to be drawn, those are going to be a much brighter, more saturated color. So I believe that would draw the eyes there first. So yes. This drawing took me a really long time for some reason. I'm not sure why, maybe just because there was a lot of parts. I really went in with the shading. And this ended up taking me over an hour, which is not usual for me. My art style allows me to be pretty quick with drawings most times. I see all these other artists that take 3 hours for a drawing, and I just cannot comprehend. Props to the people who spend hours drawing something. For traditional drawings on paper, I get it. Those take a lot longer. But spending that much time on a digital drawing is insane to me. So huge props to those people. But spending even an hour on a drawing is not normal for me. I don't usually do that. So I was a bit wow, when I reached the end and the recording was an hour long. And the thing is, the recording was an hour long, but there was a point in time where I needed to pause my recording, and I accidentally completely stopped it instead of just pausing it, so this actually has 2 recordings in it. The first one's only 10 minutes, the second one's an hour long. So I spent an hour and 10 minutes on it, I guess. I just went on a whole ramble about how long this took me. But again, props to the people who spend a lot of time on theirs. I am very proud of this drawing though. And I mean, I would hope I am with how much time I spent on it. That would be really sad if I spent over an hour on something and didn't even like it. Good thing that didn't happen. So otherwise I probably would have just spent even more time on it trying to fix it because I've already put that much time into it. My gosh, I am rambling and I feel like I am speaking really fast. Am I speaking faster than normal? Why am I speaking faster than normal? Because the thing is, I don't actually have much to talk about in this video, but I have 11 minutes to fill because it took me so long to draw, and then I'm speaking really fast, so these things don't really mix well together, do they? I am actually no longer like fully ahead of schedule. I had like the whole month of May all done like before May even really started. But then I forgot to schedule one of them, so then it came out a little later than planned. But it was still within the month, so it was okay. But now I'm no longer ahead. But summer's starting for me, so hopefully I'll have time to still keep up with all that and stuff. Now, after all of my rambling, I should probably address the question here. And that is, what am I even drawing? What is this? Who is this person? And in my rambles, I've kind of been avoiding getting to that question because I don't fully know how to explain it. I don't prepare enough for these voiceovers, and I am aware of that. But I just don't have the, like, patience to make a script for every video and then, like, read it for 11 minutes. Because even if I made a script, I can't guarantee it'll be long enough. Or if it'll be too long or any of that. So I just go with the flow. And I speak what's on my mind. And if I mess up enough, then I'll redo it. But I don't think that's happened yet. At least not that I remember. So if I messed up, it can't have been that bad if I don't remember it right. But anyway, back to the question that I previously stated. This character. This character... I debated even doing this drawing for the channel because I don't know if I'm going to use this character's story on the channel or not. I'm not sure yet. So if I'm not doing that, it's kind of hard to like go into it really, because if I'm not wanting to put a story on the channel, then I'm not really gonna want to like go into what the story is really either. So talking about this character, I will probably be a little bit avoiding details. I would be like dancing around some of the details a bit, so I hope you guys don't mind. I am still just impending of whether this character will be on the channel or not. But I will like explain her name and enough information to explain the drawing itself. This character's name is Sparrow. I really like her name for some reason. I think it's really cute. When I named her, I just knew I wanted it to be named after a bird for some reason. And I had debated between I just called her an it and I feel bad. Naming her Sparrow or Starling. But I ended up going with Sparrow because one, it sounded more like a name, and two, it kind of fit her more since like all of her stuff, especially in this drawing, is just brown. And starlings are more like black with little white flecks. But I did Sparrow, because honestly I also think it's cute. Sparrow has a sister named Robin. Her parents had a theme. She has a sister named Robin. It's her little sister. And her parents... She has two parents. She has her mom and her dad. And she has a pretty, like, basic family. At least at, like, the start of her story. She has a really basic family. She has a mom, a dad, little sister. They live in a pretty, like, normal, like, middle class house, you know, like normal for at least like where she lives. You could probably easily compare her life to mine in that standpoint. Pretty much really similar. Sparrow, even though she has a pretty normal life, she has magic. Whoa! The fantasy theme that I always go with. Sparrow has magic, but she does not know it at the start of the story. She slowly figures it out the hard way, really. She figures it out the hard way. But eventually, she has to start using her magic to help people and defeat a bad guy, and then she has to help with the repercussions of this bad guy even after she defeats them. Yeah, she has a lot that she needs to do with her magic and stuff. But while she's helping people, she wears this armor that she's wearing in this drawing, and she has the like face paint that I'm doing now in the recording. She has that face paint, and I tried to make the face paint kind of look like feathers, at least kind of resemble it, like she did like the brown streaks and then did like white to make it feather-like, along with like the shape of it. That's what I was going for, at least. Going for feathers, because her name is Sparrow, and I wanted to do homage to that. And honestly, what I've told you about her, I don't know how to elaborate on it. That's essentially what she does. That is her. She is... I really like her. I really like her story. I'm just debating whether to actually put it on the channel or not. I will decide that when the time comes. But anyway, I have rambled for 11 minutes now. This is what I have for this week. I hope you all like this video. This video is also in the form of a short for the month if you want to go check that out, because it should be posted by the time you finish watching this, because that's how I plan these. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. So I hope you all have an amazing week, everybody. Goodbye!